So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront, and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. How are you? Happy Friday. Glad to have you here today because we're stressing out today. Are you stressing out? There's a lot of stress going on in the world, and this time of year when we get into the holiday season, it's like that far away. It's almost here. People get all stressed, and yeah, time and money and expenses and all that crazy stuff. But stress is something that we need to manage, and there are ways to do it. And yes, you should have some good stress in your life, and some bad stress is not a bad thing either. So if you've been stressing, I'm going to give you a way to think about that today that help you out a little bit, okay? It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost that you need every single day here in our 16th year. It's just crazy that we're in our 16th year already. How did that happen? One day at a time? Yeah, people ask that all the time when they want to do something. You want to change your life. You want to, whatever it happens to be, a goal, losing weight, making more money, moving to a new neighborhood, whatever. How do I get it done? One day at a time. Just do it again tomorrow. That's it. And that's what the show's all about. Stand up, take a step, repeat until you get what you want. And here you are 16 years later, 4,425 Daily Boost podcasts in the can already. Good to have you today. My name is Scott Smith. I'm the founder and the chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. Stress. So let me just talk about the stress thing. Now, I'm not a real... When I used to fly airplanes, when I learned to fly airplanes, I should say, I was freaking out my instructors. I'd fly the airplane, and the instructor basically is there to save your life in case you get in trouble. That's it. And until you learn how to save yourself. And they saved my life a couple of times before I learned how to save my own life. It took a while. But they sit there with their feet on the floor and their hands on their legs, and they watch what you do. And then what they do is they get dastardly. They give you this thing it's scary. It could be a stall of some type, some scary thing. And they go, do it. You're like, wait a second. We're 5,000 feet up in the air. I'm flying an airplane. Just do it. So what I would do, my stress response is very different than a lot of folks' response. I get very quiet, get very focused. I go kind of to this inner space, scared them to death because they thought I was freaking out. I wasn't freaking out. Freaking out to me is going, oh my God, let's go do it. How do you handle stress? My wife handles stress differently. If she gets stressed out, she goes to the gym and pounds it out on the weights and the treadmill. She goes at it. If I get stressed, I ain't going to the gym. I'm going to sit down and read and think. It's kind of what I do. So how do we do that? How do we handle stress? Unless you're living in a cave, and you may be, some of you, I don't know, internet goes everywhere these days. You may have more stress and less hope in your life than maybe you did a short time ago. Because face it, life has been kind of crazy the past, how long has it been now? 8, 12 years? When did it go crazy? Was it 2008, 2006? When did everything flip up? We talk about 2020, but come on, man. It's been crazy for a while. It just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Just the world's spinning and really weird. Oh, it's enough to stress you out, isn't it? I'm so stressed. Pandemic stuff. But that's over, right? That's what I hear. So stress is a result of something very simple. Most stress is a result of fear. Have you ever thought about it like that? Yeah, certainly fear can stress you out for sure, but usually when I'm stressed out, I'm fearful that I'm not going to get something or that I have to do something. There's something going on that is just not working for me. It's fear. But there is something else I think that helps you think stress differently, and that is helping you get off the hamster wheel. And it comes from a certain place. I'll talk about that here. Let's go ahead and get into it. Feeling stress and getting off that hamster wheel is yes, it's fear, but it's also uncertainty. Now think about that for a second. What kind of person are you? Are you a person who likes certainty in your life? Or you're like a person who likes a lot of variety in your life? In my world, I'm a variety kind of guy. I like a percentage of certainty. Certain things have to go a certain way. My wife, a whole lot more of that than me. She's 80% more than me. It has to be certain in certain ways. So much so that if I want to have fun on a Saturday, I will say, honey, let's have a spontaneous Saturday. And she goes, what's that? And I said, it means plan on just doing whatever. And she's okay. She's cool with it. So she's certain we're just going to go do stuff. So when you feel stress, it's fear or it's uncertainty. So what do we want to do? Get rid of the fear and get certain about things. Now, how do we do that? Well, if we go back to 2300 BC, a long time ago, to Stoic philosophy, there is a premise inside Stoic philosophy called adequate information. These days, we tend to hear about information overload, and there's a lot of that going on, and that'll stress you out too, won't it? But adequate information is what's really necessary. So when you get stressed, when things are going on, you know that fear is driving it. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you're burnt out. Maybe there's uncertainty going on. There's something happening here. And it's, oh my God, what am I going to do? The first thing you want to do is get adequate information as to exactly what's going on. Adequate information, the exactly opposite of information overload. Adequate information is just that nugget, just that piece, that thing that allows you to settle, to reframe, to understand the position you're in at this point and how you're going to move forward. That's adequate information. It's crazy how well it works when you start thinking that way. Think about something right now that maybe you're stressed about. And what's the real root cause of it? Have you thought about the root cause of it? Have you really dug down deep into it, adequately pulled enough information out to know exactly what you're doing? Now, let me stop here in a second and say this. Stress is not all bad. Stress is actually, it's healthy for us. It's a good thing. Too much long-term chronic stress, bad stress, is bad for you. It'll kill you. There are hospitals filled with people that think they're having heart attacks. No, they're just stressed. So too much is bad for you. A little bit's really good. When I was flying airplanes, same thing. Being a little scared is good. Keep you alive. A little bit of bad stress is actually good too. So you want this to be in you a little bit at a time, but you got to manage it. So let me go back to this to reframe your mindset about stress. Yeah, but you got to catch yourself. We talked about triggers a couple days ago. Stress is a trigger. If you can catch yourself triggered with stress, if you can catch yourself doing that, then you have a chance to make a change in your world, a chance to update your mindset and how you see about things and settle your butt down. Sometimes that's what it's all about, right? Getting settled down. I know I'm the same way. It's like, stop freaking out, dude. Ooh, how do I do that? I don't know how to stop freaking out. It's pretty easy. You understand that stress is going to be part of life, and all you need is enough information to get rid of the fear and to get yourself to the place where you're certain about the outcome. That's what you work on. Adequate information, just enough to reframe you're going to create hope in your life. You're going to reduce stress. You're going to become a bit unstoppable. And isn't that what you want to be? Stand up, take a step, repeat, keep going till you get what you want. Unstoppable. That's the way it is. All right, we got a big weekend coming. All kinds of stuff happening here around the weekend. On Monday, back with another show. What are we talking about on Monday? Some goal setting on Monday. That's going to be good. Goal setting is always a popular thing. Now, I got to tell you, if you're watching the YouTube channel right now, I made some changes to my slides, and I forgot to go check them before I started the show. But the show's been so awesome, I'm not going to go fix them. So let's push the button and see what happens. All right, that's first one's pretty good right there. That's my logo. Thank you for listening to the Daily Boost. The next button didn't work. Let's go to the next one after that. I lost all my buttons. So here, I'm just going to tell you, it's a work in progress. The book, just go to dailygratitudeboost.com. You'll find that. If you want to have some fun and chat with me a little bit, please come to my Facebook page, dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. And if you are listening on Spotify or Apple or any place and you're not on the YouTube channel, go to dailyboostpodcast.com/YouTube and see my smiling face in all its grand glory. Can't believe I said that.